Hello everyone, this is the first episode of Witticism for the semester. So sit back, relax, and prepare to laugh because Witticism starts now.
Hello everyone, I'm Leah.
And I'm Matt.
Bringing you the stuff that matters around the globe.
This is your World News. India's Mars rover, Mangalyaan, has successfully entered Mars orbit, which not only makes it Asia's first successful mission to Mars, but also makes India the very first nation to successfully complete a mission to Mars on the first attempt. It's also remarkable to note that Mangalyaan cost only $74 million to construct, as opposed to the $671 million spent by the United States on their last Mars trip. This is another historic figure for India because apparently they are now the world's only space program with a smaller budget than the movie Gravity.
President Barack Obama addressed the United Nations last week regarding the, quote, growing and urgent worldwide threat of climate change. President Obama told the UN summit that they had a responsibility to lead because that's what big nations do. President Obama listed potential waste sources that he plans to eliminate before the end of his presidency, which included greenhouse gas emissions, methane pollution from gas and oil, and the entire cast of The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Baltimore Raven running back Ray Rice has been suspended indefinitely by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell in relation to a domestic violence-related incident that took place back in March. In a related move, the Baltimore Ravens have subsequently released Rice, making him an NFL free agent. Due to his age and the stigma surrounding domestic violence, Ray Rice's NFL career may very well be over. Despite being a devastating blow to Rice, he can always take solace in his purported new CBS sitcom, Everybody Hates Raymond.
Turkish soldiers have flooded the Syrian border in response to the growing threat of the terrorist group ISIS. Recently maneuvered tanks and other heavy weaponry within miles of the Turkish border before being met by the U.S. airstrikes. It is unknown at this time whether ISIL will continue to be kept at bay by the continuing threat of airstrikes, or if they... Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to speak my mind here. I get that ISIL, whatever you want to call them, is a big deal. I get that. But I'll take them seriously as a terrorist group when they can pick a name and stick to it. Didn't they just steal $400 million from some bank? Hey ISIS, buy a name already so I can actually be afraid of you.
Osama bin Laden's son-in-law, Salman Abu Ghayeth, was recently sentenced to life in prison after being found guilty of aiding al-Qaeda, conspiring to kill Americans, and providing support to terrorists. Judge presiding Lewis Kaplan noted that Abu Ghayeth showed little to no remorse for his actions during sentencing and chastised him for continuing to make threats toward American citizens. After sentencing, Abu Ghayeth was approached for comment, and though he refused to comment on the length of his sentence, he did note that he was overjoyed that he, quote, no longer had to live in that freaking cave.
That's all the time we have for World News today. Stick around for all the latest stories out of Hollywood with Vicky and Brittany. I'm Leah.
And I'm Matt.
You stay beautiful, Indiana.
Thanks, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Vicky.
And this is your Hollywood News. So let's jump right in. In Hollywood news, Nick and Mariah have contracted HDV, Hollywood Divorce Virus, and are creating a pandemic. Folks, rumor has it that Nick Cannon is the perpetrator and is spreading it like Kim K's sex tape. Yes, Kim, we have not forgotten. Even if you're a mother and a wife, we still remember. Amber Rose apparently has contracted this tragic virus from Nick Cannon, and then boom, Pittsburgh's Jay-Z and Beyonce are no more. The worst thing about this, we saw Amber contracted.
At the celebrity basketball game, Amber and Nick were seen in contact. We suspect that this is the point of contraction, but according to Wiz Khalifa, Amber may have contracted it from Nick behind the scenes. If you get what I mean. Kermit gets what I mean. We don't know how or when. We don't even know who the perpetrator for Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo's breakup is, but darn you, you disgusting, heartless heathen.
We are sad to report that the cute couple, Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo, have fallen victim to HDV. Sad thing is, they didn't even make it to the altar.
This is so depressing, isn't it, Brittany?
Yes. The pain, the agony. What are we going to do without our celebrity lovers?
This is even trickling down to the gutters of Hollywood. Mama June caught Sugar Bear with another woman, y'all. Allegedly, Sugar Bear was spreading some honey boo-boo with a 21-year-old girl named Helen Keller.
No, if they can't make it, no one can.
Unless you're the Royal Carters, hang in there, J&B, you're our last hope.
Well, that's all we have for your weekly update on the Hollywood divorce virus, the most important disease, more important than Ebola. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Vicky. Here is your weekly advice with Kelly.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to Advice with me, Kelly. I have received so many great emails, so let's dive right in. This segment of the show is for you, the viewers, because we care. That means my mom. Hi, Mom. After getting so many emails asking for advice on the many issues college students have, we here at Witticism like to help out. Dear Kelly, today I was out at the mall shopping with my best friend. A couple days ago, she finally got asked out on a date by the boy she's been crushing on all semester and needed something really nice to wear since he's taking her to Chipotle. When we walked into the store, she told me about a dress she already had in mind and went straight for it. As soon as we walked up to the clothes rack, though, she picked up the, how can I put this nicely, the most god-awful, ugliest, biggest crime against humanity of a dress I've ever seen in my entire life. I know she really loves the dress, and she's so excited to wear it, but I don't want her to go on a date with the guy of her dreams looking like she dressed herself in the dark. Should I tell her how I feel about the dress? Or let her go on the date wearing it? Thanks for all your help, Sarah. Let me get straight to the point. Your friend says this is the man of her dreams, and he's taking her to Chipotle. Chipotle. On the first big date, first things first, your friend better start dreaming bigger. You don't need to wear a dress to Chipotle. You really even have to wear clothes there. Second of all, what kind of medication did you forget to take if you let your friend walk out the store wearing that dress you thought was ugly? You've got to slap some sense into that girl, if that's what it takes. Tell your friend to find a man who's going to spend more than $12 on the first date. Dear Kelly, what you going to do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Dear Kelly, I've been having some problems in my relationship and have nowhere else to turn. You're my only hope. I've been dating my boyfriend for well over a year now. And up until about a month ago, things have been great. He's sweet, he's clean, he listens to me complain about the girls I work with. He always wants to take me for manicures, and sometimes he even gets one too. He's honestly the greatest guy in the world. But lately, he's just been spending so much time with his friend Alex. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but every single time I want to come over, either Alex is there, or he's at Alex's house, or at one of Alex's ballet performances. And another weird thing, I don't want to blame it on my boyfriend specifically, but my lip gloss keeps going missing. And I could have sworn I saw my boyfriend's lips looking particularly shiny and full last week. I can only assume that it's something wrong with me at this point. What should I do to get him to spend more time with me and less time with Alex? All the best, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. I hate to answer your question with a question, but is Alex a guy or a girl? Let's think about it for a moment. I'm not going to judge either way, but it sounds to me like your boyfriend might just have a boyfriend. So maybe you should start thinking about locking up your lip gloss before it all goes missing and you go broke. And if that's really the case, be supportive. That's what a good girlfriend should do. Dear Kelly, I'm a freshman at IUP, and I'm having a bit of an urgent problem. I've heard from my older friends that sometimes you can get stuck with a roommate who are a little weird. But I really think mine take the cake. She is constantly reading dusty old books. She wears black eyeliner and lipstick, and she's up at the craziest hours chanting and drawing pentagrams on our floor in some kind of red paint. At least I hope it's paint. I usually would never get on someone's case for their beliefs, but I think my roommate worships demons. And yesterday I overheard her on the phone talking about a human sacrifice. Now I'm too afraid to even go back to my room, which is a real problem because my laptop, my textbooks, and my Gilmore Girls DVDs are still in there. What should I do, Kelly? You're my last hope, Gina. Hey Gina, this is an easy one. All you have to do is just, wait a second. Well, that's all the time we have today for advice with me. I hope you have a great week, and don't forget to keep sending those emails.